Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Jagobey here. So this is the second week on site, and we are still hoping for the best. There is nothing much that has been going on. Yeah, we just worked on the material schedules, and also we checked on materials remaining so that we can know the amount of materials we still need on site for the works to get complete. Yeah, we also looking for a bit affordable means, and when I talk of affordable means is our for example, instead of hiring a lorry, we are looking for a personal lorry, I mean truck. Do you call them truck or tipper? Yes, we are looking for a tipper, a bowser for carrying water. Yeah, because when you get these services from other people, they tend to charge high. Their prices are really high, so it's better you have your own, because this project is a huge project. A market is not a small thing to do. So those are the things that keeps us stuck a bit. Yeah, we must make sure that we really work on cost, because at the end of the day, it's business. Yeah, I don't want to talk much about the project because it's a government project. From where we left, I can take you guys through the site a bit. Don't ask why I'm not putting on my PPE. It's really hot here, so but though they are here, that is the reflector. And then we have several headgears right here. Some are at the corner there, of which I already shown you in the previous videos. So a bit of introduction for you guys to understand how site works. First, let me just move a bit far so that you can see. First, when we do a site establishment, we always start with designing the office. So we design site establishment design. We do a site layout, of which we show the size and the specific position of things that we are going to place on site. That's preliminaries inclusive. So after the office works are done and the layout is ready and approved, then now we come to site. And when we come to site, the first thing we do is that corrugated iron sheet you see around. Most of you guys unaenda kunyolewa sahi? Ni sawa tu. Aya. Yeah, so that is security personnel. He was telling me he's going to shave his hair, so I've just given him chance to go and shave, and then because I'm still on site, yeah, back to business. So many people always see the structures, the corrugated iron sheet structures. Then on the other side you can see these ones lining there, and you always ask yourselves, why are they wasting? No, they are not wasting. That is part of site privacy, and it's always part of site establishment, and it's number one thing we do. We do that, and also the most important thing we do is place a board, and the board has got some information on it, like this one we have right here. I don't know whether, yes, this one, that is the site board. It's site board, and it has got information on the site board. We have information in regards to site, which whenever the National Construction Authority, that's the NCA, whenever they come, they check it. if the informations are correct. Yeah, so on the site board we have things like the consultant's name of the consultant's company, I mean. We have the name of the contractor, we have the name of the project, and also it's I think it also indicates whether the project is already like whether the project is already approved. Yeah, things like that. And then after you are done with the hoarding, yeah, the corrugated iron sheet structures, we call it hoarding. Yeah, don't confuse it, by the way, don't confuse it, guys, with a net. There used to be something like a net, a green one in color. That one we use it in high-rise buildings, and the purpose of it is to hold debris. So the net is called a debris net. Yeah, it's always used to cover buildings, the high-rise buildings, when they are being built. Yeah, this is basically, I'm trying to do this video for people who are, in case you are interested in building or you are in the building industry, you can learn a few things from here. And also there is one thing I really forgot, and it's a very important thing on site. When you enter, you need to place a gate, and also the gates, we don't just place them. There are strategic positions and locations where we mark for the gates. And one thing you need to consider when constructing the gates on site, you need to consider turning radius of cars coming in and out on site. And you also need to consider where the materials are going to be placed. Yeah, it's just a lot of details. Most people just see sites working and they don't know the procedure on how the sites are working. So when you get out of the gate, we have yeah, let me just show you guys. I think we can access this one so that you can see what I mean. Instead of just talking, let me show you. Yeah, so this is called a site board. The one you're seeing, it's a site board, and it has got the name of the building, the tender number, I mean the name of the project. When I talk of building, then it's a specific structure. The name of the project and tender number. We also have employer, and this one is under State Department of Housing and Urban Development, Ministry of Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development. Yeah, with the address on it. Then we have project title. Then we have the person who financed it, which is the government of Kenya. Then we have got employers, representative, project manager, project consultants, and main contractor. Yeah, that is the first board that we must. And when I talk of must, it's something you must have on site. Otherwise, the NCA people will come on site, and then they will carry you and go together with them, and you'll have to pay for some fine. The next board that we should have is safety, and it's right here. Safety is something key on site. Yeah, people even die on site because they are not following orders when it comes to safety. So on the safety, what we have is the rules of safety on site, which is one of the rules is like no access for unauthorized persons. Yeah, that is very important, because if you just allow any person to enter site, then that is whereby we get the pilferage cases. Yeah, you might find out that one cement or two cement are lost, and things go like that. The PPEs get lost, things like that. That is under safety. We have some more. There are a lot. And then on the gate we also have another caution, and you can see it: danger construction area, authorized personnel only. So to mean right now, it's only us who are authorized to access this particular area. That's why we have isolated the area like this, and it's only us inside here with the machines. Like this one is a mixer. It's there is a way we call it, it's a tilting mixer. And also we have inside here we had we have a place that is that was built, yeah, for the launching of this site. The president came here, and then they left this right here: Republic of Kenya Foundation stone for Kinango ESP market was laid by His Excellency Honorable William Samoei Ruto, PhD, CGH. Yeah. So one thing about this, it has got a name. I've just forgotten because I think of a lot of stuff. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. So one thing about this, I know it was built, they wanted it right here, but then the people on site didn't consider a lot of things. So at the end of the day, it's for the site to work properly, or the market to work properly, it will be demolished, and then they place it at the right point. Yeah, that is the bitter truth. I am really trying to be careful on my words, because these are government matters, and the government matters you need to leave for government to handle. So yeah, it's a disclaimer. I'm not the authorities, and there are right people to do that. And these things, before they are being done, we have something on site called instruction book. You write an instruction. If it's that, then you write an instruction on that it should be moved because of one, it's on the way, and you can it's evident. This is the entrance of the market, and then just right on the entrance we have got the structure. So that is not right. If I was the one who was here before, then I could have convinced them so that they build it right here where they have built this staircase. Or if it's not here, then this could have been the best part right here, because that is just next to the entry point, and it could have been ideal for it to be there. The previous one was right here, and there is a bit hidden. You know, one thing about politicians, they always want it somewhere where they can see, where people can see it. Yeah, where it's very visible who did the work. And I don't disagree with that, because construction takes a lot. So even if you are the one who was part of the construction, then you really have to make sure your name remains there. It's more of records also. So the next thing we build, after making sure of security, safety, and definition of site, we build a structure like this. You can see that it's not a huge structure, it's just a functional, tiny, corrugated iron sheet structure. And the reason for building this is so that the is so that the professionals can get where they can sit while working. Yeah, there are always a lot of changes on site, and also while the site is progressing, you'll always find the people on site uh, working on documents. Yeah, you must work on materials that came in, materials that are used, balance of the materials. Yeah, such things. The HSC also, the guys of health, safety, and whatever. Yeah, they also need to have somewhere to sit. So we build ourselves a site office. Then after site office, we build a store. A store now, that is where we are going to place things like cement, wheelbarrows, and etc. Most of the things that are being used on site, and then in the evening when they are done, they get it back to the store. So the importance of the store is that it regulates it regulates it regulates pilferage on site. Yeah, so when the store personnel comes, of which I'm the person in charge of the store right here. So when they want to remove like when the masons want, for an example, cement, I just open the store and then I count the specific number of cement. If they need 10, then I'm going to count 10, and then I record it down and record down the remaining cement in store. Yeah, that's it. And also it's yeah, the store and the gate purposely serve for control. The gate also serves for as a control place whereby people don't just get in without authorization. That's why we keep them locked all the time. Wait a minute, I try to clean the camera. Yes, that's why we keep them locked. Even if you can see this one now, there is a big lock on the gate. Yeah, so that is that. Then when you get into the site office, one thing we must have is electricity. Yeah, we must have power inside here and sockets. So we need to have wait a minute. Some insect just entered my mouth. So on the site office, we need to have electricity because people use computers inside. Like now you can also see I have a laptop here which I use to update things, and also I do some other design works. Then on the site office wall, we have some the designs displayed on the wall. Then we must have work schedule so that we know what is being done this week, what is being done the next week, until the project is complete. Yeah, another thing that I forgot to mention is at the gate outside, for people, most people only understand renders, the 3D dimensional look of structures. So it's important for you as a resident architect to produce a 3D image of the project. How that means how the project is going to look like when it's finished, so that what do I say, so that the project can explain itself to people. So even if the person has not gone to school, but they can see that, oh, this is what we are being brought for, and then they become happy. Because most people, even the clients I've interacted with, most of them do not check on the details because they don't know what's happening in the details. They are always busy with the renders, and how the building is going to look like. That's why you'll find people bringing you inspiration so that you can get a point of where you can start designing for them. The next thing, in the site office, we need to have a sample board. And on the sample board, we always have things like there are things like electrical samples, plumbing samples, material samples like tiles, what else? There are so many, everything that is used in furnishing a structure. We must have the samples in the office. And also apart from that, yeah, that is I think we are just up to that, we are just fine with the office. So I can see what I was talking about is even here. These are display boards whereby you display the renders and you display the plan of the project. Yeah, we always place them either outside, or you can also place them inside the compound so that people do not mishandle them. Yep. The next thing on site that we have now, after all that, you make sure now you go to the second thing, of which is where to store materials. And these things, they are apart from the store, we have got something called under preliminaries. That is where we have the store, we have the site office. Like basically what I mean by preliminaries is that things that are temporary on site, yeah, we must cater for them, because oh sorry guys, we must provide space for temporary things on site. And because the temporary things are the ones that are supporting the project, yet they are not permanent part of the project. Yeah, that sounds better. This is a whole, today I'm taking you through a whole lesson. After this, you should be able to know how site works, and whenever you go on site, you should be ahead of people who are new to the site or who are new on the site. So on site, we provide there is already on the drawings, we have the exact point of everything placed on site. So whenever you see things placed on site, just know that they are not coincidentally placed, but they were planned prior on how they are going to placed, and the specific point where they are going to placed. Even the permanent building, it has got a specific point that it's going to be placed. And also another thing that I was forgetting, when you are establishing a boundary, which is the hoarding, you need to consider the permanent you need to consider also the permanent fencing, and most people use the chain link fence. So it's either you do like because it's your site that you use, one thing you always do when you come on site, and this is crucial, I don't know how I forgot it, but one thing is you need to come with the surveyor and the architect. And the purpose of these two guys is, one, the architect will provide the drawing, and then the surveyor will mark like the boundary line, and the boundary lines are being marked with beacons. There are some specific points we always place on site, and we call them beacons. So whenever you see it's the cement and everything, that is a beacon. And how we get a beacon It's not hard, it's simple. You find a control point of the area. Every town, every village has got their control points whereby you go to get your point, the point of your site. So you go to that control point to get a point in your site, and when you get the point in your site, now the point in your site, you need to mark it. You need to mark the beacon right there. After marking the beacon there, now you can use the point to transfer and get other points on site. Yeah, then now that's when you do hoarding, and after doing hoarding, you need to leave some space for the permanent fencing to be done, of which some people always do the permanent fencing when the project is almost finished. Then they start the permanent fencing. Some also start the permanent fencing together with the project. It depends on your heaviness. And when I talk of heaviness, is financial stability. Yeah, how prepared you are, and also not only just how prepared you are, but also it depends on the work schedules. There is a way that works are supposed to run. Yeah, some run concurrently, some run while others do not run. Some start when others are finished. Yeah, that is just part of the training. So after you do all those, you also need to provide sanitary area, which is very, very crucial for site. Yeah, people need to go to the loo, the restroom to ease themselves. You need to provide that. And also, if you have, if the site is huge, you need to provide accommodation and bathrooms whereby people on site can use to help themselves out. Yep. The next thing is when you go to somewhere where there is no water, first thing you need to check is how you are going to get water. How you'll get water on the site that you are going to use. Otherwise, you'll find water being expensive, and it shouldn't be something too expensive to get for construction. So you find water source, and also make sure you always check on the nearest places where you get materials. On the nearest places, you also check on the quality of material. Yeah, don't just get materials for the sake of it's a near place and it's going to cut on cost. You can cut on cost, and then at the end of it all, you're just losing. Yeah, so check on quality of materials. Yeah, that is under standardization. Things must always be standard. And create a water point. You can create something like this we have right here. You can, let me just go and show you. These are some of the few stones that were brought. Some have already worked. They were like 2,000 stones. So right, currently we have like 700 stones right there. Yeah, so you create a water point like this, whereby when the water is brought on site, you can now store water on site for use. You know, when you want to use water on site, you bring water the previous day, so that when works commence in the morning, then you don't have to wait for the guy bringing water. Yeah, that's why you have to create a storage point for water on site. Yeah, so after the materials, so far we have a few materials on site which can work to a certain point, but now we don't have water, and that is a challenge. That's why we are not proceeding with the work. And that's also another challenge here. The next thing, you place ballast. I wanted to show you guys with evidence everything that I'm talking about. So right there, that old that old structure, that is the site sanitary area. There is a bathroom there, and we also have toilets there for staff and for workers. Then right here we have got tons of ballast. Yeah, these ones we got from Mazeras. They are like we have like I think about 96 tons of ballast, and these ones are supposed to be enough for completing the works that we have right here. I don't expect for addition of ballast. And then on the other side we also have that's like 16 tons of sand. That one the sand was not no need for going into too much details. Yeah, that is like 16 tons of sand. That is a whole lorry. And 16 tons, that is that should be the, I think that's the, what do we call it, it's the correct amount that the weighbridge guys, the, yeah, it should be the standard amount that is allowed on the weighbridge. We also had got some BRC right here, but they have been down for long, and also whether this side is not friendly to metals, so that's why they are rusted that way. When you check the farthest end, we have got a few props there. Props are just basically you can use metal, but metal is expensive, so most people use round poles. And there is one thing I've noticed about props. If you are a contractor, it's wise for you to have your own props. You need to buy the metal ones, which are adjustable props, instead of buying the round poles, because round poles are hell expensive. They are damn expensive. I mean, very expensive. Yeah, so it's just okay for you to buy the metal ones, because the metal ones you'll always use them over and over. They're expensive on purchase, but after that you'll use them for years and years. Same to the shutters. When you buy metal shutters, you'll always use them years and years. You just scrub and then you oil them, then it's perfect. It works perfect, instead of always buying the marine boards. Like now these guys have wasted this, and the marine boards are pretty expensive. For them to behave with them like this is really bad, and it's a waste of materials. They shouldn't have done that. And you can see around more marine boards are there, which were used as the marine boards were used as formwork, but now they are dumped there. They get rained on every day, and that also reduces the quality. We still have some in the store, and we'll just try to use them. So I used marine board. What also you can do is after the marine boards are used, you can take them again and then you scrub the surfaces, then you apply oil on them, and you are good to go. It will remove a very smooth surface of column, which we will only need to fill, and then the work is just done like that. So here we have another machine. This is a mixer, and it's a tilting mixer. You can see the barrel. I don't know whether you guys are going to see inside. Yeah, those are the grooves that it uses to mix, and when it mixes, it always rotates. So like this one, it always rotates in a circular manner, and when it all finish mixes, like now it's facing down. When it's mixing, it's always facing up so that the content cannot pour down. And then people bring the cement, ballast, and sand according to the ratio that they are given. Like right here, we are going to use a class 25 on the columns, so they will bring the ratio that is going in accordance with the class 25, and then they place inside. Then now after the content is well mixed, then the person, the operator, just uses this steering wheel to pour down, to tilt the barrel, and then pour the concrete where where it should be poured. Yeah. So most cases when we have huge sites, the concrete is always bought. Like in Kenya, we have companies like Alliance. This is not an advert, but we have companies like Alliance that people bring concrete from. When you are doing huge buildings, yeah, you just need to buy. It's cheaper than concreting your own. But if you have the if you have the mixers and you have everything, you can just do it on site. Yeah, it's called cast in situ. Yeah, we have cast in situ, and we also have we have a lot. We also have precast. So there are people who build with already the panels have already been prepared in the factory, so you just come and then you install them. Yeah, that's another way different topic from where we are. So that is it. On site we always have if the site is huge, also we must have a concrete pump which is always connected properly, and then there is one side that remains for pouring concrete. So the mixer comes and then pour to the pump pumps it to the building. Yeah, they have got distances of which they can pump, different distances according to the size of the pump. Yeah, and it also depends on your budget, but the machines are pretty expensive. Yeah, in the previous site which I was in, there were a lot of machines like that, but I didn't record. I started YouTubing when I immediately after I left that site. Yeah, I'm really regretting that. I wish I had recorded, because it was a perfect place for learning all these things. You guys could have seen a lot. Yeah, but then all in all, we still have a few here, and you can learn from that, and you can also research on YouTube. There are a lot of videos, construction videos, of which you can learn on. Yeah, this is just a piece of cake. We learned these things for years and years. Yeah, like me, I started doing this I started being in this construction industry way back in 2019 till date. Yeah, you can count the years. It's a lot. What am I leaving out? I feel like I'm leaving out something which I should discuss right here. Yeah, let me discuss this now. If you want to be, I know I'm not in that position where I can say that I'm the best designer or whatever, but if you want to be a good designer, at least before you start designing, you need to know where the site is, and you need to do you need to do a pre-visit on site. You need to see the site, you need to capture where the trees are. And most people, if you want, what I realized is, if you want your site to look good and also get quality on your site, then you need to really be in touch with a surveyor and an architect. When just just by the moment you've settled the price for a designer, of which that is the money you are going to pay the architect to design the house for you, then now you also need to incorporate a surveyor. And most of these people, the architects and everyone on construction, they always know each other. So when you get an architect, just know that the work is done. As long as you believe in them and you believe in their work, then you need to give them easy time for them to design for you. So they'll bring you everything as long as you ask, and also when your work is easy. Yeah, so architect and surveyor are very crucial, because the surveyor, before the work is designed, the surveyor is going to place beacons and also mark the site. And also on site marking, the surveyor always marks points where there are trees. Yeah, you don't need to cut trees on your site, and that also makes a very good designer. A good designer will always work with the site the way it is, not starting to cut down trees. If there are huge trees, indigenous trees, what you need to do is you need to incorporate them in your design, such that if it's a huge tree and your house wanted to be there, just make sure you design in a way that the design welcomes the work of art, which is nature, that is already present on site. Yeah, most people, I see them cutting down trees, and that is really bad, because we are trying to prevent global warming, and at the same time you are cutting down trees. And also, when you cut down trees, remember you also still use trucks to bring things on site, and that also affects the carbon footprint, of which we always really trying to reduce on the carbon footprint percentage. Yeah, so guys, construction has got a lot, but that is just a piece of cake that I was trying to give. Yeah, this is our site, and I'm right here to work and also to learn more. Learning never stops. So whenever you go, there are new challenges, and you learn daily. Also, I didn't finish school long ago, but now I have a few months since I finished my diploma. So yeah, that's it. Meanwhile, I'm enjoying coastal region, and there is nothing much, just simple life, survival for the fittest, and we keep moving. Guys, this marks the end of this video, and it's only good if you can like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you are in construction industry, kindly comment on challenges that you've undergone on site. And you can you don't have to mention the site, but what is that particular challenge that you went on site and encountered, and you felt like, yo, this is crazy, and you thought that you couldn't come over it, but at the end of the day you came over it, and you conquered. Yeah, comment in the comment section, Also, if you are someone who's abroad and you want to construct your house in Kenya, just DM me. The DMs are open and my number is there. I can also mention the number still. It's +254 587 588 78955. That's my WhatsApp number, and also it's the only number I have. You can reach out on that number or reach out on my email, which is in the bio. Yeah, I also have Instagram account. You can check my Instagram account. I post amazing pictures there. Like and follow the account. Yeah, so if you are abroad and you want to build in Kenya, just reach out to me, and then we see on how we can help you get your dream into reality. Also, if you are in Kenya and you want to construct something, a house, as long as it's under design and build, and it's something to be built, or installation like CCTV installation and everything, the electrical works, the civil works, just plumbing works, just DM, and then I'll sort you out on how to go about it. Yeah, you can always consult. It's free to consult and get the right thing you want, instead of going to quacks and then be cornered and spend too much money, and still you need a professional to help you out. So always make sure that whenever you want to do a development, first make sure that you have a professional that you are dealing with. Like now me, I can say I'm getting into the professionalism, or I can call myself a professional, because I'm also like accredited by the National Construction Authorities, that is the NCA, as a site supervisor. I'm proud of that. It's been like 2 years now since I got the accreditation. It expires in 3 years, so I'm preparing to renew it. Yeah, for design, construct and build, consultations, you just hit my DMs and let's work. Everything is possible, and you won't leave unsatisfied. You'll always leave satisfied, because I don't leave people hanging. I make sure that I help you where I can. Yeah, I don't just take people's money for granted. When you take someone's money, you need to deliver, and we are all here for excellence. You need quality, and at the same time I also need the finance. Yeah, so let's work together, let's be easy, and you'll get what you want. Just reach out on the number. And also for that's I've been longing to say that I hope you guys will cooperate and get assistance where required. And also, if you are new to the channel and you've subscribed, thank you so much. I saw the new subscribers. I appreciate y'all, and keep on watching, supporting the videos. There are still more coming, and however the circumstances, I'll make sure I keep on dropping the videos. Yeah, every week we must have videos. Like now we dropped a lot of videos, and you guys just take your time, go through the videos. They are amazing. They are lifestyle experience. Nothing is cooked. I bring it as real as it is on the ground. Yeah, you can see me, it's evident, and it's working, and traveling is possible, guys. Let's keep the fire burning. Let's keep the account rising up. Let's keep the views up. and let's keep the watch hours running. Watch the videos from the start till the end. Yep, even this one, watch from the start till the end. If you are mostly if you are in construction industry, if you are interested in construction, or if you are a student still learning, yeah, just keep on watching. Watch the whole of this video, because I dedicated my time to show you what's up on site, what's going on, and yeah, that was enough for today. We still have a lot more to come, and when the works are have commenced, I'll always try my level best to bring you the content, even though when the works are on, it's very difficult to do a content, because I'll be busy on the stores. Yeah, I must be vigilant right here. Working with people you don't know is always difficult, because you don't know who's who and what they are up to. You need to be vigilant, and you need to keep your eye open all times, so that you don't mess up. Yep. So thank you guys. Thank you for the to the dedicated people who are watching the videos from the start till the end. Thank you so much. To the new people who have arrived, thank you so much. And also to the people who are just watching the reels, the shorts, and are not watching the videos, kindly get to the videos. I know you'll watch this from the start to the end. This is a sign that you need to start watching my videos, because in my videos you'll always learn a thing or two on the videos. Apart from learning, you'll enjoy the journey, because it's life being documented right here. You can also relate with what you are going through, or your life. Also, in the people who are still in school, I'll try to edit, I'll try to compile, look for my videos when I was on my attachment, compile and send them. I hope they'll be of help, because you can see things on site. I think I have a couple of them in store. Also, I have got some videos that I did long ago. I did a very long time ago, like I think 4 years, 3 years ago. I'll also try to compile them. It's even way back than that, I think. So I'll try and compile them, and maybe do a reaction on them, because by that time I wanted to vlog so much. I wanted to create YouTube videos, but I was shy to do that. Now that I've started, and I feel like I have the energy to do these videos. I might do a reaction on them, or just post them like that, but I think reaction will be better. They are nice videos, and funny thing about the videos, I bought a phone specifically. That time I was in school, and I bought a phone specifically for recording YouTube videos and content only. So after buying the phone, I was really happy that I was going to start. But when you are not ready, there is no day you'll be ready. You just have to start. Yeah, you don't need to wait for something. You need to use whatever you have to achieve what you want. So I didn't take that serious. And I said, wow, now I have a new phone. I'm going to start vlogging. Then when I went to vlog, I found out that I'm too shy for the camera. I could have started vlogging long time ago, because I can remember, and I talked about this on one of the videos. on one of the videos down there. I think it's where the rich hide. Yeah, I talked about this, that our first video, it was me and my brother previously. So our first video that we wanted to, we actually posted it on YouTube, but we lost the channel because we opened it using our sister's line, and then the line also got lost, and we lost the account because we didn't know how to manage properly. We didn't know anything concerning YouTube. So the first video that we uploaded on YouTube, the first video was back in 2015. Yeah, it was back in 2015. And then we saw that we were going back to school. We were in a boarding high school, so we were going back to school. Then we decided to record the video, and then we uploaded it. It was our sister that was recording us. We were only 3 of us at home, so when we were going back to school, we decided to use her phone. The channel got lost. Maybe one day when this channel grows and becomes big, the way people like trolling others, they will get the channel and they will troll us with it, and that's how we'll find the channel. So one day it will just resurface, the videos will resurface. They were not clean, but we didn't even know about the copyright claim, so we just use a song. I can remember the song. It was Ali Kiba's song. Yes, I can remember the artist, a Tanzanian bongo artist. Yep. So here we are. At least I gathered courage for vlogging. Nowadays I'm not afraid of anyone. I just do my thing, everyone with their own, and life is moving, life is good. I feel better now. You know, when you are always afraid of things, you're afraid of people looking at you, you don't really feel peaceful. But when you are like sort of I don't care, like everyone to live their own life, then this life you'll conquer. The life we are in nowadays, it's sort of mixed. You need to have audacity for you to go places. Without audacity, the life will sit on you thoroughly until that day when you'll wake up and say no, to hell with whatever people are saying. Because one thing about people will always speak. When you are quiet, they will always speak about you. This guy is too quiet, this guy blah blah blah. Or when you are talkative, they will still speak. This guy, oh. In whatever you do, people will talk, people will have to talk. So it's only wise for you to take care of your business, for you to mind your business, and not listen to what they say. Yeah, sometimes not listening to what people say will help you go a long way in life. Yeah, it doesn't mean you don't take heed of advices or anything, but when you are an adult, you know the good and bad, you know to differentiate good from bad. So you definitely know what to take in, what to consume, and what to dispense. Yeah, that's how life goes. If you start listening to people, then you won't even get a career. You won't even know what is right for you to do. Yeah, you need to listen to your inner self, and then after listening to your inner self, you pray, and whatever it is that you want, just go for it. It's achievable, it's very possible, and every big person started from somewhere. Just start from somewhere, and you'll get to your destination where you want to be. Even me, I wasn't here before. I started from somewhere. Like this construction journey, I started with a certificate in building technology back in 2019. So you see how life progresses. It's a step at a time. You start from somewhere, then you keep on moving, you don't stop. When you stop, life doesn't stop, life keeps on moving. So you make sure that when you start something, keep on moving, keep on praying, keep on working hard, and God will bless you. It's better crawling than sitting and staying at where you are. You open another ear just at the same point where you are. Just move, do something, go somewhere. Move. As long as you are moving, in the moment of movement, you'll find your destiny helpers. And the destiny helpers, when you find them, you'll just know everything will open, the doors will open, and you'll go far in life. But when you sit, there is your plate won't be full. There is nothing you'll get from sitting, because you are not interacting. People won't know what you are good at. People won't know what they can or where they can assist you. Yeah, you see such kind of things. So it's really disadvantageous. Yeah, like when you are broke and you want to say you are an introvert, those two things can't mix. Being introvert and broke, never do that. Never be introvert and at the same time you are broke. Be introvert if only you have money, or you are raised in a family that you've been your wealth has already been built. You're just living on your parents' wealth, and you already have your bank account full. But if you know you are from a struggling background, and you need to make everything you want for yourself, then get out here, work, and survive. You'll survive until that day when you'll make it. It's not easy, but we keep on pushing. Just keep on pushing, the doors will open. Yeah, don't just go and sit and relax and say, yo, I just finished school, I have this degree, now they need to hire me. No one will hire you from where you are sitting. Yeah, it only works when you are connected to someone. So if you don't have connection, go out there, find something and do. Also, don't wait for employment. Find something that you can do, and on the process, make sure you're also training on what you learned in the university or in the college, because that one also, when an opportunity comes, you can grab it. And now you'll be having like two sources of income. You need to create multiple sources of income for you to survive in this life well, so that in case one closes, like now you see the inflation, and also the inflation on that is going on when it comes to fuel prices. It has really affected the country in a big way, in a very big way. So you see, by that, maybe some companies might close down, and when that company closes down and you are working there, then you have no job. And now what else? What are you going to do if you have no job? You see, so that's why when you are working, or you just finished your college or university, just find something you can do while you are looking for that dream job that you have at the back of your mind. Yeah, that dream, you also need to chase it. Chase your dream. Whenever you believe in something and pray on it, it will always work. Yeah, there is a way. You'll always find a way around everything that your heart desires. Yeah, guys, so stay blessed, and keep working. See you on the next video. Bye bye.